behind me is the new tower in the north of Amsterdam called Be Mine. It's an innovative concept where people can share an apartment and both have their own rental contract, so that when the main renter leaves, not everybody has to leave the house. I think that will satisfy huge demand in Amsterdam, and there are also low and middle income housing apartments.
The city is making you move to a bigger scale,
Yeah.
and it's making you move to another river. And the I is this river. We developed the whole development of Overhoeks as a kind of new starting point on the other side of Central Station. And the tower is the first new tower to be built here, so this is the pivot in the pivot.
Yeah, and part of the concept of this building is the innovative living concept that two friends can share an apartment, each with their own contract.
Yeah.
So you don't have to move as soon as the person who has the contract moves out.
Yeah.
Is that really as innovative as they would like us to think?
But they made a deal about affordable house leases, and then also this friends concept. Well, it seduced the older men to go with in the whole development, is what I understood.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Well, let's hope it brings something new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's special that in a city like Amsterdam, which is in such huge demand now, that we are still building low and middle income housing on special locations. That's the Amsterdam tradition. Mm-hmm.
So in every development, also on Zuidas, on the other side of town, there's always a mix. There's always 30% social housing, affordable housing, there's 40% for the middle, and then there's 30% for the top. I love this season at the beginning of May when the elm trees, I think it is, start to lose their seeds, and they fly around all over the city and build up in big drifts against the bicycle tires and against the sidewalks and the steps in the city like snow, and that's why they're called summer snow. I think they're beautiful. That I received from the photographer Gerry Hurkmans. It's called Metamorphosis Leidse Rijn. Leidse Rijn is one of the big Vinex neighbourhoods, the huge suburban expansion that started 25 years ago. A lot of people think that the Vinex neighbourhoods are really boring. They're very regimented, very regulated. It's really hard to customize your surroundings living there. But as the Netherlands are moving forward to another 1 million houses for its population, I think it's time to look closely at the Vinex and see what we can learn from that. And that's what I'll be talking about this week at my radio thing at Radio 1. Today we have a fashion show at our Stadssalon, at our home in Stadssalon. And it's not even my fashion show, it's with designs by Anne de Grijff. But whenever you go to a fashion show or even think about fashion, what am I going to wear? So I spent a lot of time thinking about what I'm going to wear, and I decided to wear this silver dress. It goes all the way down like this, and I even have silver shoes on. So it was a difficult decision, but I did it. I'm probably the only person not in black today. I'm in silver.
is Joke. Hello Joke, say hi.
Hello.
This is my little mini vacation. I love coming to Joke to have my hair done. She's really good and she's really nice and it's so relaxing and I look so much better when I leave. Although right now I think I look pretty ridiculous. But Joke's gonna take really good care of me and I know I'll go out the door looking like a movie star, right Joke?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of my very, very favorite things to eat is fresh asparagus. Growing up as a child, I only knew asparagus in cans. I thought it was absolutely horrible and snot-like until I came to the Netherlands and I discovered fresh white asparagus. You can see it here in the fields growing behind me under plastic. I'm at the asparagus farm called Noordam in the town of Waalbrugge near Leiden. And they have days where you can come pick your own asparagus. They also have a charming little shop where you can buy asparagus and ham and delicious salmon. And especially at the top of the season, this place is unbelievably busy. Everybody comes to Noordam to get their fresh asparagus. To my surprise, I read recently that asparagus is mainly popular with people of 55 and above. And that really got me wondering, how can a vegetable be popular with a certain demographic?
Hoeveel moet je ook alweer per persoon hebben?
5 à 6.
This is the Amsterdam restaurant called The Kos, the greenhouse. It has been open now for 16 years already, and it was one of the first restaurants to make an issue out of serving locally grown organic food. And you know, usually the ones that are first are the ones that are also the first to go. But I think it's extraordinary that the Kos has been so successful at putting organic food on the agenda in an attractive and luxurious fashion. The restaurant actually is a greenhouse, and they do indeed grow their own food. I'll show you the greenhouse now. This is the greenhouse of the restaurant De Kos, the greenhouse. The restaurant is actually in a greenhouse itself, but they also really do have their own greenhouse where they grow vegetables, which they serve in the restaurant. And I think the remarkable thing about this is that they were the first to really put their money where their mouth was, to show that this could be done, that you could produce locally, and not just locally, but like right here, where the food is consumed, and keep the distance between table and garden as short as possible.